Good morning, or actually good night. This will be just me showing some of the things of the car. Skoda Fabia 1.2 TDI. Oh, I can't drive that way. Oh, that's a disappointment. Guess I'll have to use my big steering wheel and get around. Now, part of the point of this movie is going to be the exhaust gas return valves values, etc., etc. But at the moment, we're looking here at the coolant temperature, so the engine is still not very warm, but the oil temperature is still 58 degrees, so it was parked for a while, so it was still a bit warm. Then we have the boost pressure, turbo pressure, on the left upper side here in kilopascal, and to the right upper side is the voltage that the dynamo is currently developing, or actually the battery's producing at the moment, or delivering. Then on the right lower side is the calculated load, which is indication of fuel to air ratio. If I step on it, you'll see it peak to 100 for a moment, but then the turbo comes in and it'll go down, you know. That's kind of old stuff already for my movies. Consumption can be quite good already, because my oil temperature is not too shabby. 60 degrees at the moment. There is approximately 10 during winter time, or during heat up periods, 10 degrees difference between oil and cool water temperature. Hey, I didn't know there was this club here. Anyways, looks good. But so yeah, now there is a 5-degree difference in between the two, and if you're really pushing it, the oil temperature will go above the coolant temperature by about 10 degrees. Maximum I've seen it at is 110 degrees centigrade. Can do 180 kilometers with the tank still. Driven 1 kilometer. I just went to the movies, so. And I am currently in Antwerp, actually. It's a very happening place. So I have been told. So what I'll do, I'll just drive around for a bit, heat up the engine. There's absolutely nobody behind me, so I can take it easy here. Climbing the bridge. Coasting down the bridge. Put it in neutral. And I put it in neutral because then I actually gain speed instead of braking on the engine. Oh, I might as well brake on the engine, got an orange light. And you'll see the voltage increasing. The right upper corner here, indicating that my battery is being charged full time. Coasting to a stop. Sorta. Probably don't have to stop. Oh, look at that. I have to say they have increased their functionality. Oh, sorry. I just couldn't help it. I just had to go here. I have loose items in the car. That's why you hear a lot of. Oh, maybe this is sticking a bit. Nope, it's the pen and stuff in the boot. Stuff laying around. So we're only allowed to go 30 here, which is good. Big parking lot, jeez. Oh, 30 cruise control. Water temperature is still not there yet. Oil temperature 3 degrees difference between. Oh, and as you can see, my coolant indicator here is already on 90. It's been there for a while already, but my cool water actually is 73 degrees at the moment. It's just to keep you happy. No, we don't go there, we go straight here. Yep. And then we go into that street here, and it's a blind alley. Or is it not? I don't know. Yes, it is. This is a circle. I know, I remember. Oh. If you go there, you can only go that way. Jeez. So we go here. So you have to go around. Oh. And there we go. That's the way. Engine is shut down. Just checking if there's any activity here on the street. Not much, so I'll just change my little setup here. Fuel life data setup manually. I want to get the EGR exhaust valve return. Blah blah blah. Commanded EGR. I guess so. That would do it. I want to see the voltage, because that might be interesting for some people. Command module voltage. I want to see my calculated load value, and also coolant temperature, I guess. Engine coolant. Engine coolant temp. Don't send alarms. Don't save the configuration. That'll do it. Right, and we're off. So, now we have the command EGR here, control module voltage, voltage from the battery or from the dynamo there, calculated load, coolant temperature, and this is the EGR. Oh, I don't have the turbo pressure here. Oh, jeez. There we go. I forgot the turbo pressure. I guess we don't need the coolant temperature, because I can always check the oil temperature. We'll do it on the oil temperature. So, the joy of this system. Set it up manually. Command EGR. Good. Come on with the C. Calculated load. Oh, we'll first do the calculated load. Then we'll do the command EGR. Engine. Coolant we don't need. Calculated load. I already did that. What else do I need? I don't know. And fuel. Instant economy. Intake manifold pressure. That's the one. Oh, what else? Come on, EGR. Oh, the joy of being me. Calculated. We have the calculated load. We have the command EGR. Oh, the control module. Blah blah. No, don't set alarms. No. Don't save. It's okay. Anyway, so we have the voltage, turbo pressure, commanded EGR, and the calculated load value. Let's go see what this baby can do. Right, so we're gonna go out of the town and get the party on the street. Well, now, excuse me for not paying too much attention here to the camera. I need to figure out what the hell is going on with the traffic lights here, and we go. So that was low RPM, getting the hell out of here. I wish the Belgium guys would know what to do with the lines on the street, because they make a mess out of this. Freaking hell. I mean, eventually it'll be nice, but from getting there is just such a big issue here. They rework everything, and the worst thing is everybody thinks they can go to the right of me, and then they see the lines, but the first thing they do is they want to jump into the hole. And then they say, oh wait, there's no hole, there's lines here. But they're very, very shabby lines. Oops. Excuse me, that was my big light. God, it's almost like I'm drunk. Well, I'm not the drunk chef, so that's good. And I'm not a drunk driver. Hey, I saw a flash. Oh, that was cool. Oh, haha. Oh, we'll see. That was pressure, I guess. We'll see it when I watch the movie again. God, this takes forever. All the pedestrians have to cross, all of them. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like, there's one standing there waiting for a car, I guess, because he's not crossing. Oh, switch on the fan. That way everybody can hear the engine. It's very loud, isn't it? And this is why I normally cut off the audio on my videos. I yap. And go. 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 Thing is, you really have to get going here, otherwise you ain't gonna go out. Oh, I don't know what kind of alarms you got there, baby, but I'm not liking the flashing lights in my face. Actually, it's kind of cool. I don't know what kind of alarm settings I just selected there on the little computerish thing. Somebody paying attention to my fuel consumption. Good, then I can check my oil temperature, which is not too bad either. Oh, and coming to a halt. And bit of ventilation here. And we go. now we're gonna go through the tunnel in Antwerp, the old one. Put the ventilation on recirculation because you don't want to be breathing the air inside the tunnel, which is kind of hard if you ride a motorcycle, but you choose to, you can avoid it. Try to take a deep breath. So I'm still putting some power on there, as you can see, because I want to be gaining a bit more speed. Now I put it in neutral. Still gaining speed here. I'm a bit too slow for the locals because they tend to drive 70 here. But I think this is fast enough. Because you're only allowed to do 50. You know, I got 2 cars behind me already. Oh, and one is gonna pass. Oh, sweet lord. A Merc. Yeah, a Merc. Of course. What an idiot. Probably drunk. Staying on the left lane a lot. I should have put razor blades in the middle line. Well, no. So I just saw the movie Thor, which was alright, but the really action-packed scenes were just too much of a frenzy to know what's happening. Actually, it's just people hitting each other and somebody wins. You know, it's not like you can see, oh, they're doing this or they're doing that anymore. The camera flashes and that's it. Game over. Thor wins. Well, that wasn't a real surprise, of course. You know, just the title alone would give that away. I mean, it's Thor. So, anybody paying attention to the fuel usage here? I'm not. Now I am. 4th gear, that's where you want to be. I'll be there. So, the engine is but 80 degrees centigrade on the oil, which it's on the edge of being nice and warm. I'll just stress it a bit, heat it up a bit. There we go, get some pressure going on here. Oh, you don't see my usage there. Enough to say the average just went down. Woo. So this is me doing 85, probably 80 in real kilometers, 78 kilometers per hour, and the fuel consumption is about 30 kilometers per liter. That would come out to about 3.3 or 3 liters per 100. If you don't have headwinds, and if you don't go up a little, which I'm doing here. This is going up a bit. Very slightly, but still noticeable in the fuel usage. So, right, so, oh yeah, the EGR thing. Oh, we're on the highway now, and I'm gonna give you all the experience of the Belgium highway. Moving into the official right lane here, because the other lane is going off. How do you like these bumps, eh, baby? This is a Belgium highway. I won't say that this is a typical Belgium highway, because some parts, as you've just noticed, are good. Other parts are good. But most of them are like this. Well, maybe not most of them anymore, but sometimes you get into real long pieces that are like this, and very abrupt changes in asphalt quality or concrete, and sometimes they just fill up the holes, cut them out, fill up the holes. They have to do that every 5 years or so, because when it freezes, it just pops out and have to do it again. That's what they did here. All blocks were, they put asphalt here, and then it's concrete again. And you got asphalt here, concrete, and a bad piece. Oh yeah. This will do marvels for your fuel consumption. Oh, so the EGR valve. Let's look at what the EGR valve does with a hot engine, 90 degrees centigrade oil temperature, and over 3000 RPM, because to my surprise, I found out this. So, just, explaining the whole thing here. We're going 89 kilometers per hour on the clock. Oh, 87. But our RPM is above 3000 revolutions per minute. So the EGR is fully closed. This happens with the engine. It'll close the EGR valve as soon as you hit 3000 RPM. I think no matter what. Doesn't matter how warm or how cold the engine is, it'll close it. Calculated load is 44, turbo pressure 109, fuel consumption 23. Not too bad. Now, same speed. I'll use I have it on the cruise control, so I'll get back to that. In 4th gear, it has to recover the speed because I use the clutch, of course. So as you saw, the EGR has opened up, almost 50%. Calculated load is 97. Manifold pressure is up 4 kilopascal, which isn't much. My fuel usage is about the same, I think. Let's see that again. Recover in 3rd gear. Thank you very much. Fuel usage is, well, it's 4 kilometers less per liter in 3rd gear compared to 4th gear at 85, 87 kilometers per hour. So this is in 4th still. And now I'll put it in 5. It'll have to recover. Give it a moment. See that? Doesn't really matter. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters to me. So the EGR valve has closed a bit more. Calculated load value has gone up a bit. Turbo pressure maybe an itsy bitsy tiny bit. Somebody behind me is using this big light on one side. I love these people. So I know everybody's dying to see how much it'll use doing 120 kilometers per hour. But I'm not. Besides, I got 160 kilometers on this tank to go. How much did I do? Oh, I tanked it. I filled it up to the first click. So that's what I did. So I don't know how many. I think that's 47 liters or 40. No, actually, I think I added 43 at the time, but that doesn't matter. It's full to the first click. That's it. And I've already done 980 kilometers approximately, and I can still do 160 more. And that's because I've been naughty. We'll see what my consumption is overall since I bought the car my consumption has gone up to 26.1, which means I've been pretty good lately. So normally I would be up in the 30s, 28 to 30 kilometers per liter. I've been bad with this tank, so I'll be bad some more. We'll wait for the car to pass and then we'll just step on it, maybe, I guess. Oh, well, we'll just have a bit of fun. Third gear, flooring it. That's 120. In fourth gear, by the way. Fifth gear. It's a bit slower than 100 and something, but it'll do 20 kilometers per liter there. It's good enough for me. I'll just let it go down a bit and let the person behind me pass. He has to think about it, you know. Oh jeez, that's a slow boat. Shall I hang behind him and get irritated, or shall I pass immediately? Oh wait, no, I'm Belgium. I'll wait behind him until I'm irritated. And then I'll move aggressively to the left and pass him. He hasn't done it yet, but that's gonna happen. I think. It's my assumption. Makes an ass out of you and me. Or maybe he's gonna go right here. But he didn't put on his indicators. Oh, now he puts them on and he goes right aggressively. Yeah, sweet. Anyway, so this is me driving in Belgium. It's 1 AM. And I'm not tired at all. Wait, what? It's 12.5 degrees centigrade out there in the real world. It's a cozy 21 inside here. Very cozy. So let's see how much there's nobody behind me, and you know it's an open road. They can pass me whenever they like. So I'll just go and ride I don't know, 1600 RPM approximately. Wait, no, a bit less, a little bit less. Yeah, that's it, just there. That's it, the sweet spot. I hope. So, at this point, doing this kind of speeds, I'm getting 27 kilometers per liter. I'm probably having headwind. That's the only explanation I have for that strange phenomenon. If I were to go 70, which I will. I don't care. There's nobody behind. Just keep telling that enough and you'll start believing that. So I go 70 here and I use 30 kilometers per liter. Approximately. Fifth gear, 32 kilometers per liter. That was a car passing me. 32, 33. Yeah, see. 70 kilometers per hour, fifth gear, sweet spot. Hello. Of course, I know Volkswagen made cars before this to reach these kind of values at 90 kilometers per hour, but this car weighs half as much than that car, and it had much higher compression ratios, much higher. And now I'm thinking about it, the whole turbo thing, that's weird, because you see how when I was revving it, third gear, here, I'll put it in third, watch my turbo pressure. It was 120, right, in fifth gear, and now in third gear, the turbo pressure actually goes down despite my RPM being much higher. So this engine is actually venting air or somehow losing pressure from the turbo, or not using the turbo as much, even though I'm turning the engine faster. But that's because they want to keep the NOx low on this engine. So now I put it in fifth gear, cruise control on, you'll see the turbo pressure has to come up a bit to deliver the power that is needed. In fifth gear, same kind of power that we were using in third, eventually lower RPM, so we need the same amount of air approximately, so we need a higher turbo pressure, and that's what you see happening here. You need the same amount of power for this speed, whether it's third or fourth gear, minus some gearbox losses. Yeah, but you know, it's fairly close. So to have this RPM and the same amount of power, you need more turbo boost than at lower gear, which makes sense. But with the old turbos and the old engines, where turbo pressure would rise just by increasing the RPMs, it would rise a lot more, it would not be under control. And with this car, it's under control. It's doing it all by itself. So we'll look at the average here, 24.4, we're going up again. Oh, good, because I really need it. Okay, 140 kilometers to go on this tank, so I'll make it 1100 something kilometers on this tank, which is not bad, but not also not very good. It's not bad, but it's, you know, I'm not jumping for joy or anything. I've done that with previous runs. Tra-la-la-la-la. I'll go get some fuel in a bit, and that'll give me some maneuvering to do. So you'll be able to see what happens here in the little dial here. And, you know, oh, we'll check the oil pressure, 95. My bet is my cool water temperature is about 95 as well. Oh, 96. Fuel consumption 25, 26. You know, normal rates. There we go. Off the side. Put it in neutral. Let's use all of this kinetic energy that I have to get up. And then we'll brake, trying to recover a little bit of energy here electrically through my generator system. This is a big roundabout. A roundabout where? A roundabout here. Oh, the moon is pretty today. It's pretty and full. This is me climbing a bridge. Second gear, no traffic. There's no traffic. What? What do you mean, range 130? I had a range of 160 just a minute ago. Oh, you mean I went up the bridge? That's what caused it to give me trouble. Alright, I'm not tired. Yeah, third gear. So we're allowed to go 70 here, but I'm just gonna try and accelerate at optimum levels in fuel consumption here. So I'm still accelerating, I guess. Yep, I am. There's a traffic light up ahead, so you know, don't bother going any faster than this because it's red. Coast, brake on the engine a bit. Put that kinetic energy to good use, at least for a little bit. Oh, there we go. I didn't even have to stop. The engine is chugging away nicely here. Chugging, chugging, chug, chug. Oh, so we'll see how much I really used today. Yay! If I don't want to fill it up completely. No, I don't. Okay. We'll see. First tank. That's 50 kilometers per hour in fourth gear. It'll do this. Right. Let's get some fuel. There you go. You saw the pressure drop in the manifold here. That's what always happens. Switching off the lights, switching off the ventilation. So that's 38.73 liters. 38.73, quick calculation, 995.2 here. That comes to about 25 kilometers per liter, which is what it says right here. Which doesn't necessarily mean it's true, because I just reset this one here when I left from the cinema. So reset the trip, and let's go. It's good to be on the road again. I've missed this. All those minutes at those getting fuel. It was €1.33 per liter that I Philadelphia. 133 point something. And at the next gas station, the first one that we passed here in this little street, it was not 1-1. Hello, your light is out on one side. You're probably aware that's why you're doing 100 kilometers per hour in your truck, where you're only allowed to go 70. But who cares, you know? It's a free world. 134 here. So that, I don't know, that's 2 cents per liter times 38 liters. That's at least 2 or 3 euros. No. No, it's not. That can't be right. It's a couple of cents. Oh, geez. 0.2. 0.2, or maybe 0.3. We'll make it 0.3, that's easier. 11 euros. Yeah, 11 euros. That is a lot. That can't be true. Can be. No, we're not talking cents here, we're talking... So it's not 11 euros, it's actually 1 euro 1. Haha. Exactly. So for that 1 euro I drove at least 500, no, a kilometer more. Which shouldn't be a problem with my kind of consumption. Huh. Big lights shining bright. So now I shall try to accelerate calmly and in a controlled fashion until I have reached 85 to 90 kilometers per hour. I gave it a bit more time in third because I know that that'll give me this area here in fourth gear where I can be doing 30 kilometers per liter and still accelerating. I'll do the same trick in fourth gear. It's not really a trick, it's just using the engine well. Looking at the specific fuel usage diagram, that would be nice. I still haven't seen it. I'm considering making one myself somehow with the help of this little box here, but I'm not sure how I would go about doing that. Oh, that was quick. Okay. As soon as you see the fuel usage drop, it's time to switch to the next gear. And we still have to be accelerating, so... Oh yeah, headwind. Okay, that explains it. Just add a bit more coal to the fire. I will be accelerating here with 4 liters per 100 kilometers. We shall be taking a risk, being very extravagant, outrageously so. Oh, and that was uphill as well a bit, and now I'm going downhill. Okay, that explains it. Jeez. It's not like you've driven here before. Yeah. Going up a little again. Things are looking good. I think this is fast enough. It's having issues, I guess, with the units, kilometers per liter, because it's not showing 27 point something or 26 point something. It's just either the 26 or the 27. You can do that. Strange. It's a strange little car I got. The wind is howling outside. Did you see how long it took to respond to that? And again, full. Has to build up the pressure first. Yeah, it just takes a while. Okay, neutral, coasting. I'm going too slow to make it all the way up, I guess. Oh dear. my consumption average is going up like a maniac just by coasting. Of course, I'll be braking here because we're going down. I mean, we're going up. There you go. That'll stop you. Maybe I'll make it. Even if maybe I have to push. Maybe I will need to get out and push. I don't know. Don't worry, there's no traffic here. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, this is actually costing me fuel here. Let's see, fuel usage. Oh no, it's still okay. That was a weird noise. Okay. Anyway, we're going to go coasting down. So this is stationary fuel load, engine in neutral, and this is the consumption you get when you just coast. So you can start braking on the engine, but it's still better than actually driving this. Even with the engine running, it's going to be better than braking on the engine, because if I brake on the engine, I'll stop eventually. So I'm allowed to do 50 here. Let's go 50. Normally I get a higher speed through that roundabout, and then everything here is easier. So this is third gear, 40 kilometers per hour, about 40 kilometers per liter as well. Now I will be braking on the engine because I need to come to a full stop at the line. And I don't want the engine to quit on me because I can go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Too much power. There's a bus coming behind me. It's probably not going to go my way. So I'll just take it easy. Is it a bus or is it a truck? It's a truck. It'll come my way, I know. That'll be just my luck. Oh, it's not. Yay. So we're allowed to do 90 here, I think. Because this is outside of the urban area, and in Belgium you're allowed to go 90, except when it says 70, and it doesn't say 70 here. But still, I wouldn't like to go down this road at 90 kilometers per hour, because that would be madness. So I used to do that when I was younger. Anywho. This is good practice for driving to the south of France. Yay. Now, why am I not speeding up here? Speeding up to the maximum allowed speed? Well, I do that because I know that in the next piece of the road I'm only allowed to do 30 kilometers per hour. So I could speed up and then lose all of that energy. Plus, these corners here are not comfortable over 60 kilometers per hour. So that sucks. And then here at the border you have to drive 60 originally. And then, well, maybe not here, but they're working on the road here, so there's gonna be a sign somewhere saying 30 kilometers per hour. Pretty soon. I'll speed up to 60. Anyway, just so that I can go into 5th gear. Doing pretty well here. Oh, a bunch of vandals working on, I don't know. There's wood around the trees, probably to protect the trees, and some people apparently like to take the wood off and take the wood off the tree. The tree is wood. I mean the protective layer of wood around the tree. Now it wants me to go back to 4th gear. Would that be smart? I don't know. Probably. Just do that. Tag it. Oh, we're going downhill here, so this one doesn't count. Picking up again, same speed now. Ah, see, this is better. Well, no it isn't. Doesn't really matter. Anyone can see. Oh, 30. Whee. Not too many people do that here, 30. I do, because I'll show you why. 38 kilometers per liter. 40 if the wind's right. 43 if the wind is perfect. No traffic at all. It's like it's deserted. People are nowhere to be found. And even though I am probably allowed to go faster in the next bit, I will just stay at this speed because I know that I'll have to go across some speed bumps that were put in place, and officially you're allowed to go 60 here, but those speed bumps are actually not good at 60. You want to go over them at 50 maximum. So I might as well go 30, because I'm going 30. Here they are. Sweet as pie. Ugh. And then on the exit. There we go. Oh, your pressure went up. What's the fuel usage here? 26.5. So we want to be accelerating with 26, so 27 kilometers per hour, and not change my average too much. Already doing 60, almost. Life is good. Only allowed to go 30 here. Bye-bye.